All right, we're live once again. Today is July 30th on Wednesday. Today we're starting off the day with 48,936.37 after taking two profitable trades yesterday. Um, yeah, so market opens in about 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna chart really quickly. Weekly, we're looking at this. Gotta zoom in a little bit. I'm respecting once again. We're pushing up daily. The previous daily that we didn't that we were looking at yesterday hasn't been tapped into yet, and it looks like it's still running bearish. So I'm looking to push down into this daily today. In the 4 hour, we have these two FEGs, both been respected so far, um, and let's see. So what I'm assuming is that I want to do is I want to keep on respecting this FEG to finally push down into this previous FEG right here, and maybe even down here into this 1 hour as well that hasn't been filled in yet as well. So maybe go as slow as this. That's an option as well. Let's see. Looking at the 1 hour. We're looking at this. Let's see if maybe MNQ shows anything different. So there is an SMT. Once again, the same SMT right here. At least it's 1 hour right here. 4 hour. There's a 1 hour and a 4 hour SMT right now. This is yesterday's SMT, I believe, but it's still an applicable SMT nonetheless. So we are looking bearish right now, regardless. So here in MNQ, and then here in MES, once again bearish SMT. Once again, probably aiming for the downside. And then in the 1 hour, once again, FEGs right here, respecting these. This one hasn't been respected, so maybe want to come back up to this one, perhaps sweep up. In the 15 minutes, we are looking at, let's see, we're looking at, so market opens at 9:30. Right here. London session opened at 3. And then Asian session was, once again, 1800. Bam. Yes, so hold on, oh, there it is. So there is a session, London session high up here. There is a Asian session high up here, which seems to have been swept already. There's also a London session low right over here. And then there is a, hold up. And then there's an, hold up, maybe there is there, hold up. Asian session low would be right here, give or take. But that seems to be have been tapped into already as well. Yeah, so it seems that London session swept up this Asian session low, pushed back up, swept up this Asian session high, pushed back down. So I think we're looking pretty good right now. So what I'm assuming is that now that it opened, what I want to see is New York session continue to push back down. So what I'm looking for is for it to break, hopefully past. Yeah, so this 15-minute FEG got respected. London swept up Asian session high. Also swept up Asian session low previously to help go up, come back down. So what I'm looking for is to see the New York session break past this swing low and then continue to the downside. So once again, I'm looking for, well, unless it taps to here, respects this, and pushes back up. But I want to see, once again, how to react on here. It pushes in here and pushes back up. Once again, keeps on respecting the 4 hour, and then pushes back down. But yeah, we're looking to that right now. But once again, I think the goal is ultimately this this daily FEG right here. Once again, there's this London session high up here. Perhaps New York might want to sweep up down here, push back up, sweep up London, respective 4-hour, and then push back down once again to the daily. But I want to see the reaction in this area because there is not only the London session low, but it's also this FEG right here. So mark that out real quick. Just right below it, sitting right below it. I want to see how it reacts in that zone to then be able to push back down. I'm going to eliminate this this FEG up here because I don't think it's particularly relevant right now. But also, let me see. So MNQ. Okay, yeah. So they both swept, so there's no SMT there. So it seems at least. Perhaps there's an internal SMT maybe. Nope. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, there it is. Tapped into the London low. I'm assuming it wants to react here. If it closes below, this this FEG right here, I'm going to aim for the daily. So looks something like this potentially. At which point it shouldn't go above here, give or take. It should remain pulling up. But yeah, so once again, let's take a trade because right now it swept up that London low. But yeah, well, I think what I want to see right now is it maybe tap once again to the 4-hour. Once it has swept, pushes back down, and I guess I want to see once again this FEG get disrespected and perhaps even go back to it as an IFEG. But yeah, let's see how that reacts. Although it is also very possible that it wants to shoot back up, it even aims for this London high to then help it and support it push back down to the daily. That's very possible as well, while still respecting also once again this 15-minute FEG. But yeah. So possibly I'll be looking into maybe even taking an entry somewhere up here, perhaps. This is a possibility as well. Because thankfully, it can still respect this higher FEG as well, while still remaining in the 4-hour. But I want to see how the way it reacts. So, this, for example, this is a 5-minute FEG right here. This does seem to be a change in the state of delivery, perhaps. Opened up here, swept up this liquid, the FEG right here, or maybe not. It didn't sweep up here, I guess, above this. So perhaps not yet. But we might be looking into that. It's very possible that it wants to sweep up liquidity sitting here, liquidity sitting here, liquidity sitting up here, and maybe up here. Run through in one go. So respect all the liquidity sitting up here, and then push right back down to the daily. That's a very possible move I'm looking into. See how it's reacting in 1 minute. So it seems to be currently supporting this 1 minute FEG up here, down here. But yeah, if it breaks below this level right here with the candle, maybe even creating an FEG, I'm probably gonna aim for a entry at that area and then aim for the daily. For the daily here, which I think is my bias for the day. Right down here. I should probably do some like moving like some like custom FPGs and stuff, like custom coloration and stuff like that, so I can differentiate better the like larger, higher time frame FPGs and and such. Instead of the like having all the same ones, maybe better for differentiating. But yeah, I think I'm hopefully, that it wants to do like wait, like I said over here. Hold up, that it wants to do this right here. I think this would be a great trade right here if I wanted to do this. Although thinking about it, I might just want to go up here um, and take up this instead, and then just push down again. But right now it seems to be supporting this 5-minute FEG, and I mean it's still bearish though. Yeah, we're still looking bearish after the sweeps. Overall downtrend. Currently disrespecting the 5-minute. I guess perhaps a better way to go about it. Maybe go here and then push down after breaking, and then it shouldn't go past above this area or this zone right here, the last high it created, but it has respected the 5-minute FEG so far. Candle's about to close, so see how that works. Possibly building liquidity as well. Low, low, low. Might just want to right through it. Yeah, so I think the 5-minute FEG is still holding, technically speaking. This one hasn't closed down yet. Oh, I think there might be a... Yeah, so I think we have an internal SMT right now. overall trend is bearish, and I think we have an internal 1 minute SMT right here, right there, and M and Q, it seems like we're showing. So 930 was right here. This is open as well, right? 930 was right here. Yep. Around this bit right here. This right here. Yeah. So we're looking at an SMT right now, I think. So right here. Right here. That's an SMT. Bearish trend overall. So they didn't take up this high. I do believe we might have a change in the state right here, possibly. So I think what I'm aiming for as my what I'm aiming for to be my my entry point is hopefully that this this FEG gets respected, perhaps gets re-respected as a IFEG, and then from that point I'll go downward because we are looking very bearish right now. So I'm thinking, looking into an entry right here. I think I'm looking for an entry around this area right here, and it shouldn't get disrespected past this point really. I'm gonna leave it at about 2. Well, 2.5 is a good 5.49. Let's do 6. So I think I'm looking at 6. Let's do 12 contracts, 12 micro contracts at least. And once again, we're aiming to do 6 410.75. Oh, nope. 6 410.75. That is, no, 6 410.00. Yeah, so I think I'm looking at entry around this area. Hopefully. Assuming it gets disrespected. Once again, unless it wants to go all the way up here. If I could go with a better entry, even better. But thinking about actually, maybe I'll aim for an entry over here after sweeping. I think that might make more sense. This is an SMT right here, a 1 minute SMT, right? So I think I'll be looking for a change in the state. I want to look for a change in the state after sweeping up this last bit right here. Yep. So if this wicks right here, yep, that closes the next candle. If there's a change in the state in that candle, in the following candle, I'm going bearish. I'm thinking it wants to sweep up this liquidity up here as well. This and then this. I don't know about this one, but this right here for sure. No, I think it wants to go a little up. Yep, there it is. It's probably sweeping the liquidity up sitting above this FEG. But most likely I think it's going to aim for this, maybe even up here. This is a 15. No, this is a 5-minute FEG. Yeah. There it is. Disrespected it. Did it? Not yet. It hasn't closed below yet. It's still holding up. So I'll mark out this FEG right here. $411.25. I think I'm gonna aim for this FEG and support the downside. Yes, I'm gonna place a limit order. Hopefully here that gets filled in after maybe like pushing down into the 5-minute, respect it, go into the 1 minute, and then go back up. Hopefully, after maybe sweeping up here, down here, and then go back up. Hopefully, it wants to do it. It closed, so it might want to push up here now into the inverse. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for this then instead. Yep, I'm gonna aim for this bit right here. So I'm gonna do well, it hasn't closed below it yet, but it did sweep it right here. 6410.0. I'm gonna aim that to be like my point of interest to go in. 612. So I hope he wants to respect this and then push down. Yeah, so I'll be aiming for that hopefully. So right now what I want to do most likely is go down here, use that support, and then maybe push back up. But I'm not sure where it wants to push back up to. Yeah, I'm still gonna use this 1 minute as my entry point right here. Use this 1 minute as my entry point. Yeah, this is what I'm aiming for right here. This is gonna be my It's gonna be my stop, my take profit and my stop loss up here. I'm just wait for it to like actually try to tap in here. Because I'm thinking like I'm thinking it wants to go. I'm thinking it wants to go down here. Respect that, and then push back up. But I'm not sure what it wants to push back up into. But yeah, if this closes below this, it's definitely gonna go bearish. That's like a confirmation in a way, or continuation for that matter. This looks like this London low was already tapped into, swept up. So this one is no good no more. Only thing standing there is the FEG. I'm waiting for the sweep up here. I'm just waiting for this to sweep, to tap into this FEG, respect it, and then push that down. Because one way or the other is bearish. I mean, this liquidity sitting up here for sure. This FEG once again still intact. Granted, these FEGs right here are still technically still good to go as well. One way or the other, it shouldn't go past this point up here really. If anything, it'll sweep up here and push back down, but it shouldn't really go much further than that. But you know what? I don't know if I should trust this 5-minute gap FEG right here as an IFEG that it might want to go back into. Possibly, possibly not. I'm not sure. Although nah, that one's not that one's no good, honestly. Yeah, that's gonna be my goal though. This might be entry point. Once again, I shouldn't go past this point, and I'm aiming for a daily. That's what I'm keep at. I'm looking at this. Some things I'm looking at is this SMT right here on the downside. And then there's this also the daily FEG. There's there's no break of structure just yet. It's still respecting this FEG still once again to the downside. So we had order filled. I'm gonna stick to my guns this time around. I'm going to aim for, once again, it shouldn't go past 417.5, 417.5, and then goal would be the daily, which would be 6391.25. So we just gotta see how this plays out. But yeah, I think I feel kind of good about this. Maybe a little worried about this area, but it really shouldn't. It in this area right here, upon open, we didn't sweep up this London. We might want to, in which case maybe I'll expand the green back to maybe the 1 hour perhaps. Probably gonna tap into that one as well, because it's on tap anyway. But but more importantly, if anything, maybe it won't sweep up here and then push back down regardless. Yeah. honestly, this would have been a nice setup if it wanted to go sweep up this um, London and then push back down, but perhaps not. I want to say I feel fairly confident in my setup, but we just have to see how that reacts. What kind of bothered me a little bit might be this 15-minute FEG, which I feel like it might want to respect and then push back up into this one, but there is literally a with daily FEG sitting right below it. So I don't I believe it would want to go into the daily, given that it's stronger FEG. If it makes sense. Unless, of course, it wants to use a 15-minute FEG to help it push back up, sweep up the London as well, and then push back down. But I feel like it would have wanted to tap into the London low alongside the FEG to then push back up and then push back down. But yeah, I don't know. For example, right now, it does seem to be respecting this IFEG right here. Hasn't closed. Well, did it close? No, it hasn't. What this one did. I guess it closed technically below this one right here, or open below this one, I guess. So that's that. But there's these two still here that haven't been tapped into yet. But yeah, I think we're looking decent right now. Um, I just noticed also a 5-minute SMT right here. Between this and this right here. Boom. We're having a lot of SMTs. There's internal SMTs. I don't know if in the larger time frame there are any. No, they both reacted pretty similarly in the larger time frames, but well, actually within this SMT, still good, right? But yeah, I think I'm feeling pretty confident in the fact that it wants to keep on pushing down, and hopefully hit the daily. See, hopefully you can see better. There it is. Worst case scenario, we go to 15 minutes and then tap back up into this bit right here. But yeah, I'm not sure. What I want to see is what does it do often with the daily? Does it often go back to it or not? Because this is a 1 hour FEG right here. I want to say that maybe it is aiming for this inside right here, or no, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say for sure that it is. Because then I'd be looking at something more like this. Um, More like this. Uh, yeah, right, like just slightly above. More like that, give or take. Perhaps even above this right here. Around there. Once again, assuming once we hit the 1 hour FEG at all. But, never mind, I'm pulling up. Now think about it. Perhaps we might be aiming towards equilibrium here. Around this area right here. Is that possible? Equilibrium sitting around here. Mm. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to aim for this FEG, this 4-hour FEG inside here, and then just above and then just above this right here, in case it wants to sweep up. Maybe I just keep it at 2-to-1, honestly. But I feel like it's very likely that it wants to tap into the daily, obviously, but also the 4-hour right here. But also that's between equilibrium point right here, just slightly below it, and then also the center of this 4-hour FEG. Last time, I keep on doing this, I keep on messing up, so what I'm going to do this time is just stick with it. And if I lose, well, I lose. I mean, that's kind of what it's about, right? Calculated risks, in a way. So once again, I'm going to aim for this. So 6382.25, 6382.25, and then it shouldn't go above 6422.0. Although perhaps 64. Let's get rid of this. 6419.25. 6419.25. We'll leave it at a $500 loss, and we're gonna aim for this 4-hour. I feel pretty confident that it won't go past this 1 hour. Then again, technically anything can happen. It can just go bam and bam, and that'll be all. But I feel like it's feeling pretty bearish right now. So I'll leave it at that. And once again, still like there's this 5-minute right here still holding up. I want to see how it reacts though, because it's possible. For example, yesterday I thought I was gonna hit the daily and it didn't. It was close to hitting the daily, but it didn't. It didn't end up hitting the daily. So I also want to be careful where I'm aiming for. I wonder what it's doing. Is it building liquidity? Because it hasn't even tapped to the 15-minute at all. Huh. I wonder what we're trying to do because we saw manipulation in in the beginning to the London low, and after that we shot back up and respected the 1 hour. Um, but now I don't know what it's aiming to do. For example, even it's even still even holding up to this 5 minutes IFEG, which is kind of crazy. But I think it's reacting to this 1 hour. I mean 1 minute FEG up here. So the 5 minute clearly broke past this previous 5 minute IFEG. Seems to be respecting the previous 1 hour. I mean the previous 5 minute FEG. What was it, a 15 minute? Well, the 15 minute and the 5 minute FEG. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what it was aiming for. It seems like right now we're sweeping these highs and these highs, and then maybe even aim for this London high up here. Hopefully it taps into it and then pushes right back down. Um, but yeah, we'll see how that reacts. Wow. It's crazy because it tapped right into this FEG and it had it right on the spot, but damn. Hmm. Damn, I have no idea what the hell happened. And I'm kind of pressed because it tapped right here where my stop loss was. Although actually it might tap right above it. No, right on it because I put it right on it. I guess I didn't know what it was gonna do, but everything seemed to pointing up was going down. But perhaps I should have looked at it breaking past this area, like breaking solidly. Well, now we're at 48,391. I can't go below 48,176, so we got about 200 bucks to work with, honestly, for the next trade. I mean, it did push above this regardless, but where is it aiming for and why? Perhaps this trade would have been a good trade right here. London high to push back down. Not go up, go maybe tap slightly above the FEG and then push back down into the daily. Oh, what did I read wrong? What did I read wrong? I don't know what I'm missing. As much as I try to watch videos and stuff and whatever, I don't know what I'm missing. And I know technically I'm not supposed to get pressed about losing and stuff, right? But I think it's irritating to the point, at the point where you feel like you know what you're doing in a sense, until you don't. Well, that's an L. That's that. I'm hoping I don't crash the whole combine the next day, but we'll see how that goes regardless. Um, but yeah, I think that's it for today. So we took an L. Trade. I don't think. I think he's gonna aim for a daily today. Most likely. I guess not now, but I think today. But yeah, I guess we'll see for that reaction as a whole. And yeah, we took an L. So that's that. Deuces.